I'm Dominique DiBenedetto.
And I'm Darren Grubel.
I'm Robert Kwiatkowski.
And I'm Cheryl Montiano.
And this is our presentation for Professor Bell's Marketing 100S class in the ABBA program at Fresno State Cohort 8. And we want to say a special thanks to Lori, the director of the Discovery Center, and Dom, the volunteer coordinator. We're here to talk to you about the community-based organization we chose to partner with, the Discovery Center, what they're all about, our analysis of their organization, and our marketing plans and objectives for the next year. The Discovery Center is located in Fresno, California. They are an interactive children's science museum that offers field trips, summer camps, and birthday parties. They launched in 1954 as a natural history museum called the Fresno Junior Museum of Science. Soon after opening, they started developing educational classes, museum displays, and animal exhibits. In the 1970s, they changed their name to the Discovery Center. In 2000, they faced a shattering challenge after a fire damaged the main exhibit center. Thankfully, they were able to carry on in a secondary building while they rebuilt the main center. In 2013, they reopened and started to partner with outreach programs to expand their experiences.
To give you a taste about who loves the Discovery Center, check out this little commercial we made.
Minds grow where kids find passion, and sometimes it just takes a little nudge. At the Discovery Center, we're here to take that nudge to a whole new level. It's our passion to help kids explore the world around us. Dinosaurs, animals, space, building, whatever your little one's excited about, the Discovery Center has hands-on experiences for them. The Discovery Center, where science is kids' play.
When it comes to the Discovery Center's finances, there are several sources of revenue: donations, contributions, gift shop sales, program service fees, and museum fees. The most recent fiscal year, the CBO collected $277,652 in revenue. The largest portion of this income came from school districts partnering with their program services for field trips.
In light of their expenses, over 50% goes towards salaries and wages, 77% actually covers their program expenses, and an additional 13% covers their organizational admin expenses. Currently, expenses and revenue are about equivalent.
When we performed our SWOT analysis on the Discovery Center, we were able to take a close look at their organization. Their strengths include a new executive director, Lori Hunter. She previously ran a much larger facility and has strengths in fundraising. She provides great experience and the necessary guidance for the center. In the middle of the semester, they also hired on a new creative director, Isais Rodriguez. He is looking forward to developing the staff to enhance the experience their guests have at the Discovery Center, while at the same time provide training and more structure with the administration. With a fresh new vision and leadership, they will be able to drive the center's mission and goals moving forward. Another strength is their continued focus on being family-friendly to the community. This positive image also increases their volunteer presence, in which they all have already logged in 2,000 volunteer hours this year alone. Another strength we identified were their off-site services that are offered throughout the community. They have what they call suitcase science, which allows them to pack up parts of their exhibits and gain exposure in the community outside of the facility.
A couple weaknesses that we identified in our analysis surround the facilities itself. The main entrance of the facility creates some confusion as to where to start and where to pay. Another issue is the lack of parking. On-site parking is limited to 5, and street parking may cause concern for some patrons. On the administrative side, the center has experienced high volume of staff turnover due to the fact that they're viewed as a stepping stone to their next career move. They've built a strong team, however. Historically, they find it hard to retain that great talent that they have coming through their doors. Technology remains another issue. Their lack of a formal database system limits their ability to track customers, strengthen relationships through promotions, and reach back out to donors to create repeat givers. Adjusting these areas will help the Discovery Center grow.
We see many opportunities for the Discovery Center, the main of which is bettering their guest experience, which will lead to increasing memberships and bettering the exhibits that they have. This is not far from implementation. The biggest opportunity we see to bring that vision to life would be increasing their grant revenue. This will require a focus on updating their GuideStar, which they would need to have a professional CPA verify their data. Once that's completed, they will be able to apply for grants and will be able to be more appealing donation center. They can then funnel those funds into facility improvements. For example, the facility improvements they'd like to see in particular is the space station experience built. They obtained an exact replica of the International Space Station for free that a much larger facility was getting rid of. Currently, it's in storage, but their vision is for the space station experience expansion to be completed by the year 2020. Another opportunity we see to improve guest experience and create additional exhibits at the center will be to give naming rights to the donors who'd like to see an exhibit or a building in their name. They could generate this interest through increased fundraising efforts and meetings with potential donors to explain the Discovery Center's vision. Lastly, we see volunteer presence continually being an opportunity for the Discovery Center. We would like to see the Discovery Center having a pipeline of options for volunteers to choose from that could work well for the center and give ideas for volunteers so that they could complete useful projects for them. The threats we came across with the Discovery Center are that there are similar organizations which present an opportunity cost for parents and schools. These competitors include the Fresno Art Museum, the Fresno Zoo, and the San Joaquin River Parkway, who are all competing for school tours and parents making the decision to spend their money with them. School tours are a major source of revenue for the Discovery Center, so losing those connections could be potentially devastating to the center. Losing school tours is also threatened by the possibility of a recession. Recession would heavily cut into school budgets, thus cutting down their tours to the center. Diversifying the school base will help weather a recession. The center has similar service offerings as their competitors, but unfortunately not the funding to make their offerings shine. For example, their camps in the summer could be a great source of revenue and solidify a great connection with families looking for an educational experience for their children, but unfortunately they are not able to offer the camps geared towards segmented age group learning. At this point, one camp is for all ages, and that doesn't sit well for parents choosing where to send their kids. The exposure that the facility has to the city is another threat. The lack of security has led to the facility damage and loss of animal exhibits in the past by wild dogs. Although the organization attracts many volunteers, there is the threat of another organization coming in and taking some of those volunteers. So they have to compete with other events and be more attractive to that volunteer, because the volunteer only has so many hours to devote to the center, so they have to make themselves very attractive to these volunteers on an ongoing basis.
The Discovery Center stakeholders are the lifeblood of the organization. The target audience for the Discovery Center includes parents and grandparents bringing their toddlers to third graders. Guests are predominantly white, Hispanic, and Hmong. School districts are also vital to the Discovery Center. A large proportion of the revenue is derived from school field trips from the Fresno and Madera Unified School Districts. Partnering with these school districts, principals, and teachers enables the organization to maximize the revenue in this area. Volunteers have driven improvements for the Discovery Center. Organizations such as the Lions Club, Moms of North Fresno, and the Fresno Junior League have invested time, money, and resources to make a difference. Continued growth in projects utilizing volunteers from Fresno State or Fresno City College will continue to help to develop new services.
The marketing objectives for the Discovery Center for the next year looks very promising, with the hires of a new director and a new creative project manager on board, leading the way with fresh ideas. The Discovery Center's board of directors has 3 main goals for their one-year plan. The first goal is to increase the number of members to the organization. The next goal is to train their staff to enhance the experiences of their guests. Lastly, they would like to increase revenue through fundraising. These goals are cohesive, and each goal is created to help the other goals be accomplished with the intention of 2019 being a very monumentous year for the Discovery Center.
Our new service offering include an updated video that the center can employ on the current website and other social media platforms. This will create an increased awareness by promoting the center. The video can be used by leadership to present at fundraising events to attract donors to their cause. We have created an updated scavenger hunt to appeal to various ages, as well as encourage parents or guardians to engage in the experience. The QR codes that we have developed are implemented throughout the facility and the scavenger hunt. This goes in line with their goals to enhance the guest experience from their staff. By encouraging members who finish the scavenger hunt to share the proper hashtag on their social media accounts, the center will gain more social media presence and the member can receive a small discount that day.
Our main promotional goals for the Discovery Center over the next year is to inform the public about everything the Discovery Center is, enhance the overall guest experience, and encourage guests to share their experience on social media. This will lead to the greatest exposure for the center within their guest network. Our target groups are grandparents and parents with grade school aged family members. Our first objective is our scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt will make sure that guests explore all the Discovery Center has to offer and deepen their experience by teaching them the principles or key learning objectives of the exhibit. We are doing this through pre-recorded videos that are played through scanning QR codes by the exhibit. An example of this pre-recorded video is going to be shown next, and it explains how reptiles are important in our world and fun facts about them. Here's a couple of videos we already put together.
Hi, it's me, Jasmine, here from the Discovery Center, and as you can see, I have my lovely little friend Elsa here on my chest. She is a bearded dragon. Now we actually have two bearded dragons here, and they are both sisters. This one's name is Elsa, and her sister's name is Anna, like from the movie Frozen. Now Elsa's body looks like this so that she can blend in with the sand. She is native to Australia and likes to live in deserts. Her body looks spiky like this so that way she can scare away prey when they're coming near her. These spikes look really spiky and scary for anyone to bite her, but they're actually really soft. The roughest part of her skin is probably on her back. Come stop by the Discovery Center and check out the rest of the animals that we have here in our reptile room. This is called the spinner. It's actually really cool. You can either use your finger or we have this cool little tool here to help you get the discs to balance on this spinning table. Come watch me do it. It's really fun to try. I got it. This is actually one of my favorite exhibits at the Discovery Center. It's called the air check display. What you do is you put a scarf through the tubes and there's this big vacuum pushing air and causing the scarves to go through the tubes all the way up and then it comes all the way down. It's like a combination of vacuum and gravity and it's just so much fun. So this is our topographical map. Now what this is, it's a projector and it allows us to create mountains or water with just our hands in sand. It's three-dimensional, so when you move the sand, it becomes mountains or water. Come try it out, come make some mountains with me.
The second advantage of having guests do this will be that guests will already have their device out and then they can post on social media and encourages them to hashtag the Discovery Center, which will increase connections made with their network and increase foot traffic and hopefully increase memberships in the end.
Implementation of these marketing objectives will take place by the end of next month. The team will be trained on the new material by September 16th. The ability for the new material to be printed and uploaded on the website is expected to be done by September 30th. By the beginning of October, the video and the training of staff to implement the new scavenger hunt will go live. Key risks of implementation will be lack of communication from the team and lack of following up by leadership. To avoid these risks, leadership must communicate the plan and enforce deadlines. Leadership will ensure the proper training and resources are readily available to staff. Once marketing objectives are implemented, Staff and leadership will track and monitor any increased membership and visits for the next 3 months. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and grade our assignment. We really appreciate the opportunity to participate in this service learning project and the opportunity to take what we're taking from the textbook and implement it into real life and working with the Discovery Center. And we hope that they implement these changes and that it's helpful in some way. Thank you.
It worked!